Fewer than 50% of black males today entering 9th grade will graduate 4 years later. If you really look closely at places like Washington, Chicago, and Boston, the numbers are somewhere closer to 20%. It's pretty stark.
The Washington Jesuit Academy, honestly, is a very, very special place. 99% of our young men have graduated or enrolled in high school. We serve underprivileged kids who all come from diverse backgrounds, but the one thing they have in common is their parents honestly don't make a lot of money.
My neighborhood is not the best neighborhood, but it is a good place for me to really truly understand what I have as a privilege.
You know, these kids are lacking the support in a lot of areas that range from financial to just the support at home and somebody putting an arm around them, telling them that they care.
These young men have plenty of turnover, and I had hoped and dreamed 10 years ago that we would eliminate the turnover in the classroom because these kids are having it at home. Every day is different, every day is a challenge.
The weekends are a little sometimes chaotic. Some weekends there would be like someone being arrested or police looking for someone.
When asked, how do you describe our kids? Resilient.
They're coming in, they're dealing with high expectations. They've never had this many male role models. They've never had to learn and be accountable for this long of a school day.
12 hours a day, long day, 11 months out of the year, including the summer program.
I would usually wake up around 5:30, then take a bus to the metro. From there, I would take a metro to Fort Totten, and from there, I would get off and take another bus, which would leave me in front of Providence Hospital, and from there, I will walk. That's usually an hour or an hour and 30 minutes.
The expectations here are extremely high, and they'll never ever be lowered. They only get higher, and greatness is expected of them. There will be a quiz on this material on Tuesday.
Washington Jesuit Academy is the right model for urban education because it combines moral support, academic support, and spiritual support in a much longer school day, longer school year with all of the needs of middle school kids, young men addressed.
The mission is to take them, develop their character, develop them academically, and get them ready to be able to go and compete against the best.
We've had so many students become student body presidents and leaders in their class and have taken on positions of leadership. So not only are they competing, but they are surpassing their peers.
I think I've been lucky to encounter the parents, and I talked to some of their parents and I said, so why us? And they'll laugh and say, it's a good question, but the best decision we ever made.
I have 7 children, and Ray is my only child that's in college. I'm glad that WJA was involved because they taught him structure. It let him know that you can't just want something and expect it to come to you. You got to get up and get it.
75 newtons, 8 meters. And when you give me the answer, make sure your answer has the proper unit.
You have the student, you have the parents, and you have the teachers. And ultimately, everyone has to work together and be on the same page if we want that child to be successful.
Did you talk to your mother? Seriously, is your brother coming today?
Yes.
Huh? All right.
The thing that makes Washington Jesuit so special is the fact that it is like a family, and they give their time with these kids as if they were a part of their family.
It fits the need of not just the child that you send there, it works for the household.
It gave me a better sense of what I should be doing as a father. And it definitely brought us closer together.
It actually pushed and encouraged me to finish and get my degree and my education because I had a place where my son was going, long hours every day, but every need was met.
Everything that they did, you would not think that a school would be doing this.
I feel safe and happy and ready for him to move on and graduate, but I don't want to leave the school.
Okay, gentlemen, we have been learning about polygons, and we're going to learn about tiling today. Can someone tell me what shape this is? Karan?
Hexagon?
Yes.
The biggest thing are the teachers.
The kids like the teachers.
These teachers give 150%.
When you can go to a parent-teacher conference and your teacher can tell you by his facial expression that Isaiah's not getting it, or we got an A today, that's teaching.
Favorite teacher would have to be Mr. Gerald, my science teacher. He's helped me in the football field and off the football field. He's given me a lot of life support, a lot of things that's happened in my family he's talked to me about.
He wanted to talk to you, pull you aside, and definitely
tell you how proud I am of you.
I take him as a father to me. When I think about quitting, or I think I'm tired, or I think I stopped running, or don't study anymore, or just go to sleep, I think that he's right there in my room, or right there in front of me taking that test. He taught me that when times get tough, you have to get right back up. You can't show weakness in anything that you do.
Colfer really showed me that developmental piece firsthand that goes on here at WJA. Coming back as an 8th grader, being a captain of a team, being a leader, and becoming a great student. They aren't gonna get it when you want them to, but man, when they get it, it's a beautiful thing.
In a row, they can't lose.
I think that a man for others is someone who is always there for you.
Before you get to be a man for others, you have to be a man for yourself. They teach you how to do that.
Being a man for others, men for others, helping other people, being a good person, doing the right thing, thinking about other people before you think about yourself.
The male role model there, the enforcement, the backing was exactly what Isaiah needed. That's what's missing here at my camp.
You're gonna stay out of detention today, right? Huh?
Yeah.
All right. I got you. I understand.
Looking at these kids, it's like looking in the mirror at times, because I was once one of these young men, and I do feel a responsibility as an African-American male to be a role model. You are what you repeatedly do, you know, in a lot of instances you become what you repeatedly see. These guys, they see it and they hear it every single day, so it becomes a part of who they are.
This is something that we need to invest in. I believe in looking at organizations to see those that are really making a difference, as opposed to those who may be doing good things but not really having an impact. And I think the Washington Jesuit has an impact on so many families.
It was a good thing because when he walked across the stage, I could see how I had grown, how it impacted me in a way where I could impact him from a parent point of view.
We're producing somebody from this little house on the corner that can go out and make something strong and better.
I've had someone ask me, now that I've been here 10 years, they're like, oh, do you think of moving on? I said, oh, I can't at this point. I don't want to miss a day of instruction with those guys because I know every single day matters for them. It's more critical here. They understand that this is an opportunity that doesn't come along all the time.
In 10 short years, this school has become truly a beacon of hope for urban education.
Are we proud that our kids are in four-year colleges? No question. Let's not forget those ones that aren't in college. They're not statistics. They are making something of themselves. They've gone military, they've gone police, they've gone fire. They've decided to pick up a trade of some sort. It's not for me or anybody to say what success is. If they're able to go back to their homes and productively have conversations that they are successful in supporting themselves and many are supporting their families, what more do we ask of our students?